Nobody expected this. Just when fans had finally accepted Ty's heartbreaking fate, the trailer drops a moment that stops time. A shadow walks across the screen. Amy freezes, her eyes widen. She drops the brush from her hand. Then a voice soft, familiar, trembling says, "Hey, Amy." And just like that, the entire Heartland fanbase goes into shock. Could it really be him? Is Ty back? Asterisk, the trailer opens on a quiet morning at Heartland Ranch. Birds chirp, horses graze, and everything feels peaceful, but there's tension in the air. Amy is in the barn brushing Spartan when she hears something, a whisper of footsteps. A shift. In the wind, she turns her head slowly. The camera zooms in on her eyes. They flicker, full of disbelief. Then it cuts to black. A few seconds later, we hear it. A voice, male, gentle. "Hey, Amy." That's all we hear, but that's all it takes. The comment section explodes. "That's Ty's voice." Someone writes, "It can't be, but it has to be," says another. For a moment, everything that happened in Season 14 feels like it never happened. For fans, this could be the miracle moment they've been praying for. The trailer then gives us quick flashes, memories. Or are they new scenes? Amy running. A silhouette standing near the old fishing dock. Jack looking stunned, holding his hat in both hands, Lou gripping her phone, tears in her eyes. Lindy looking up, whispering, "Mommy, who is that?" The music swells with emotion. It's the same haunting piano theme we've heard before, but slower, heavier. There's a shot of Ty's old jacket hanging behind a door. A hand reaches for it, a heartbeat. Then again, cut to black. Viewers are left breathless. The entire tone of the trailer shifts from peaceful to emotional to mysterious. It doesn't confirm anything, but it doesn't deny it either. And that's what makes it powerful. The trailer doesn't need to show Ty's face. Just the possibility is enough to ignite the deepest emotions in longtime viewers. Now, let's break this down even further. Every element in the trailer seems crafted to play with our memories. The camera angles mimic old Season 5 and 6 episodes. When Ty would surprise Amy, even the color grading looks warmer, like a return to something we lost. The trailer team knew what they were doing. They knew what that one voice line would do to us. And Amy's reaction. That wasn't just acting, it felt real. Her knees buckle. Her breath catches, her mouth opens, but she can't speak. That's the moment. The kind of reaction you only give to someone who you thought was gone forever. Someone who's lost still. Echoes through your soul. In just under 90 seconds. This trailer takes fans through grief, shock, hope, and confusion, and it ends with one line on the screen. Sometimes, love finds its way back. That one sentence broke the internet. Is this a dream? A hallucination? A flashback? Fans started flooding forums, posting screenshots, enhancing the audio, comparing old clips of Ty's voice. Even experts on Reddit were analyzing Amy's micro-expressions, trying to decode what this could mean, but nothing is confirmed. And that's what makes it so genius. The trailer gives us just enough to believe, enough to feel, enough to hope. Because even after all these years, Ty Borden isn't just a character. He's a part of Heartland's soul. And now, with Season 19 on the horizon, the question hanging in the air is simple. Is Heartland ready to bring him home? Asterisk, there's something haunting about the way Amy stares into the distance in that trailer. Her lips tremble, her hands freeze mid-motion, and her eyes shimmer with tears, but there's something else behind her gaze, confusion. That one look has left fans torn. Is she seeing a ghost? Is it a dream, or is Ty truly back in the flesh? Let's get one thing clear. Heartland has never been a show about fantasy. It's grounded in real life, pain, healing, and hope. So, bringing back Ty after his death in Season 14, that would go against everything the show has stood for. Unless it's done with purpose. Now, let's talk theories. One of the strongest beliefs fans have is that what Amy saw was a dream or vision. After all, she's been through so much. Grief doesn't fade, it changes form. Maybe that shadow of Ty isn't real, but her mind giving her a moment of peace. Or closure, we've seen it before. Remember Season 15 when Amy spoke to Ty in a dream? That wasn't real, but it felt real. Could this be something like that, but more intense? Another theory is that it's a flashback. Maybe Amy is revisiting a memory. The way the trailer is cut with slow motion shots, sepia-like filters, and the gentle music feels like we're diving into the past. Maybe she's finally ready to talk about the day she lost Ty, or a moment they shared we never got to see on screen. This would explain the soft voice. It could be a real recording from the past, used in a powerful storytelling moment. But then, what about that jacket scene? A hand reaches for Ty's old coat behind a door. That's not a flashback. That's happening now. And what about Lindy asking, "Who is that?" That doesn't fit with a dream. That's a child seeing someone new, or someone she's only seen in pictures. This brings us to the third and most emotional theory. Ty is alive. It sounds impossible. He died. We saw it. But shows have taken bold turns before. And Heartland fans have never truly let go of Ty. What if there was more to the story? Maybe he was presumed dead but saved off-screen. Maybe someone hid him for his safety. Maybe he lost his memory. Yes, it's dramatic, but so was losing Ty. Could season 19 be giving us the twist we never saw coming? There's also something strange in the trailer, a photo on Amy's desk. It's her and Ty, but something is new. He's wearing different clothes. The background isn't familiar. Could that be a clue? Was it edited? Or did Amy receive something proof that he might still be out there? Even Jack's face in the trailer says something. In one blink and you miss it moment, Jack is holding his hat, staring into the distance. His eyes are red. His lip quivers. This isn't normal emotion. This is shock. Maybe he sees the same figure Amy does. Maybe Ty isn't just in Amy's head. The mystery grows deeper when we realize the trailer's title on the official release includes the phrase, "What's lost doesn't always stay gone." That's not random. That's intentional. That's for us. The fans who held on to hope, even when there was none. And then there's that scene Amy running through the fields, breathless, whispering, "It can't be, it just can't be." That line alone is enough to suggest that whatever she sees, it's unexpected, it's overwhelming. And it's real enough to break her. The showrunners haven't spoken. The cast is quiet. Social media is full of no-comment responses. But the fans, they're louder than ever. Reddit is full of threads titled Ty's BACK and Heartland Season 19 Theory He Never Died. Some users have even analyzed the wave pattern in the voice audio to match it with Graham Wardle's real voice, and guess what? The patterns match, but maybe the truth is deeper. Maybe Heartland is telling us something else entirely, that grief never fully ends and love never truly dies. Whether Ty is back physically, spiritually, or through memory, he never really left. Not Amy, not the ranch, not us. And that, more than anything, is why this trailer has shaken the world of Heartland fans. It's not just about bringing back a character. It's about reminding us that healing can come in many forms. Sometimes the person we lost lives on in more ways than we understand. The real question is, what does Amy believe and what happens next? If she dares to believe it too? Asterisk, this isn't just a character return. If Ty really steps back onto Heartland Ranch, it will be the most powerful emotional shift the show has ever taken. Why? Because Amy didn't just lose a husband, she lost a future. A partner in parenting. A piece of her soul. Bringing Ty back wouldn't just rewrite the story, it would rewrite the healing. She's been building for 5 seasons. Let's start with Amy. Since Ty's death, we've seen her try to be strong. She holds herself together for Lindy, for the horses, for the family. But there's always been a shadow behind her smile, a quiet ache. Every scene where she looks at Ty's photo, every time she watches Spartan run alone, every birthday where she lights one extra candle in silence. That pain doesn't vanish. It settles. And now, if that pain turns to hope, what will it do to her? Think about it. Imagine spending years telling yourself someone is gone, and then one day you hear their voice again. You see them standing just a few steps away. That's not joy, it's shock, it's confusion. It's heartbreak all over again, but in reverse. If Ty is back, Amy's journey doesn't just restart. It explodes. Then there's Lindy. She's grown up with stories, with memories. Her dad was someone from books, photos, and bedtime talks. If he suddenly walks through the front door, how does a child even process that? Does she cry? Run to him? Hide? Ask questions Amy can't answer? This could be the most emotional arc Heartland has ever written, a daughter meeting the father she's only imagined. A man trying to connect with the life he missed, but there's more. Because Ty's return wouldn't just impact Amy and Lindy, it would ripple through the entire Heartland family. Jack, the quiet pillar of the ranch who treated Ty like a son. He was shattered when Ty died, even if he never showed it fully. His silent grief was in the way he paused at the barn door. The way he looked at Amy when no one else did. If Ty is alive, imagine the storm inside Jack's heart. Relief? Anger for the years lost? Gratitude? Maybe all at once. Lou, always the practical one, might question everything. If Ty survived, why didn't they know? Was it a choice? Was he kept away? Lou has always protected Amy. She might not welcome Ty back with open arms. She might demand answers and demand he earns his place again. And then there's Caleb, Lisa, Tim, all the lives that changed because Ty was gone. All the pain that shaped the ranch after he left. Does one man's return fix everything? Or break everything open again? From the storytelling point of view, this is a masterstroke. Because Heartland has spent seasons showing us how people move on, they cope, they survive. But what happens when the very person they lost walks back in the door? Does healing collapse? Or does it finally complete? And the biggest question of, will Amy forgive him? If Ty stayed away for a reason, whether it was protection, memory loss, danger, will that be enough? Can you love someone who let you suffer in their absence? Or will Amy's love for Ty override all reason? The audience is torn. Some fans are crying, saying, please let it be real. Others are scared. They say it's too soon, too painful, too risky, but that's exactly why it works. Because real healing isn't clean, it's messy, it's emotional. It breaks you before it puts you back together. This isn't just about one man returning. This is about Heartland finding its heartbeat. Again, if Ty is back, he's not just coming home to the ranch. He's coming back to unfinished promises, to a broken family, to a daughter who has his eyes, and to a woman who still whispers his name in the silence. Heartland has always been about connection, about the bond between people, animals, and the land, but in season 19, it may become something even deeper, a story about second chances. And not just for Ty, for everyone who loved him, everyone who grieved him, everyone who never truly let go. The ranch will never be the same again. And neither will we, asterisk if the trailer is any hint. Heartland season 19 isn't just another chapter, it's a turning point. A storm is coming. Not the kind that ruins fences or frightens horses, but the kind that shakes people's hearts, changes destinies, and leaves no soul untouched. Because if Ty's return is real, then the question isn't how he came back, it's why. And what it's going to cost. Let's talk possibilities. Real, wild, and emotional. One theory rising fast is that Ty has been alive but in hiding. Maybe there was a threat we never knew about. Maybe after being shot, someone rescued him, and for his safety or his family's, he was kept in isolation. Could it be witness protection? A military cover-up? A mistake that was never corrected? It's dramatic, yes, but Heartland has always balanced emotion with realism. And the idea that Ty sacrificed his presence to protect Amy and Lindy? That could break and heal hearts at the same time. Another idea. Ty lost his memory, a head injury from the shooting. Years in a hospital, recovering in silence, only for fragments to start returning. Amy's face, Lindy's name, the smell of horses. That would explain his late return and the hesitation in his voice. Hey, Amy sounds soft, uncertain, like someone remembering who he used to be. Imagine the emotional power of Ty rediscovering his life piece by piece while Amy battles the trauma of reopening old wounds. Then there's the dream turned reality theory. Maybe Amy has been seeing signs, visions, dreams so vivid they feel real. What if the trailer is teasing that line between the spiritual and the physical? That Ty's presence lingers not as a ghost but as something waiting to return when Amy is ready. Heartland doesn't often venture into mysticism, but with the right touch, this could become the most poetic storyline the show has ever attempted. Love that refuses to die, a bond too strong to be broken by death, but it's not. All reunion and romance. If Ty returns, so do consequences. What happened while he was gone? Who knew? Who kept secrets? If Jack or Tim had any inkling, if Lou suspected but stayed quiet, season 19 could be full of buried truths. Heartland might be heading for a season built not only on reunion but on reckoning. And what about Lindy? Her reaction could define the emotional heartbeat of the season. A little girl meeting the father from her dreams. Will she bond instantly or push him away? Will she ask questions Amy can't answer? Ty's return isn't just about him and Amy, it's about the future of a child who was raised by memory and stories. Now, she may have to rewrite what family means. The ranch itself could become a character. Again, echoing Ty's return through forgotten spaces. His old tools, the loft he helped fix, the stall where he first trained Spartan. Each corner holds a piece of him. And now, those pieces might come alive again. Viewers will be watching for every gesture, every glance, every detail that shows, whether this is the Ty we knew or someone changed by time, loss, and silence. There's also talk of a spin-off tease hidden in the trailer's final frame. A slow fade to black, followed by a single phrase. Every story has a second breath. That's not random. Could season 19 be setting up a new era of Heartland? A focus on Lindy's growth with both parents? A new generation of healing and horsemanship? Or maybe a shift into deeper themes, resilience, memory, and the price of love returned too late. Social media is ablaze with speculation. Some fans believe season 19 will end with a full reunion. Others think it will leave us hanging an open ending, asking us to believe or doubt. And then there are those who say the Ty we see isn't Ty at all, a twin, a dream manifestation, a hallucination. Heartland has never played with twists like that before, but this trailer changes everything, whatever path the writers choose. One thing is clear, season 19 is not about going back. It's about facing what you thought was buried, and daring to hope again. For Amy, it means confronting a love she never stopped holding on to. For Ty, if he's truly alive, it means stepping into a life he's missed and wondering if he still belongs in it. And for us, the fans, it means returning to the story that's made us laugh, cry, grieve, and grow for almost 2 decades. This isn't just the season where Ty might come back. It's the season where Heartland itself is reborn.